back to another episode. Wait, welcome back. Yeah, welcome to another episode of BTS with Elites or with social media, anyone you want to say. But yeah, so this is where we just walk through a particular design brief and come up with ideas, vectorize, and possibly do some mock-ups. So today we are looking at a very interesting brief, which happens to be health related. So let's just jump right into it. Let's look at the brief, see what we can come up with it, and vectorize. So let's look at the brief first. Logo design brief. Keyword. No one interesting thing about design that I've come to understand is that the words that when we were children we just take for granted. I discovered that they were engineered to an extent. So brands would usually come up with names in certain regions to be able to reach them, but not just reach them, names that could be easily pronounced, names that could be easily remembered, names that struck a certain kind of emotion. So they were not just coming up with names that, let's just name this brand. No, every name for an international brand usually came from a place of thorough thinking. Now there are some random ones in between, but yes, they're always coming from thorough thinking. So Kivo is one of those kind of brands. Kivo is an app actually that helps people to access healthcare. So let's just look at the brief description. So Kivo is a health technology brand that connects people to healthcare services through digital tools. It helps users to access medical support, consultation, guidance in a simple and efficient way. So that's the first thing we need to note. Guidance, consultation, medical support. That's very important to note. Now, what's the brand's purpose? To make healthcare easier, faster, and more convenient for everyday people through technology. Then the target audience is people aged from 18 to 55, and this is because these guys are old enough to be able to make decisions for themselves. So we don't want to put the app in the hands of someone that is a child that probably doesn't know. A child doesn't know. These days children are very very self-aware to a very large extent. But we want to put the app in the hands of people that know the consequences of the decisions they are taking and understand, their needs to a very large extent. Now the environment is the urban and suburban population because these guys are already familiar with how to use digital tools. We don't want to sell the app to people that they are not really. When in Nigeria there's something we call banking your bank, so they are not really using banks. Then you now want to go and sell them a banking app. It doesn't really make any sense. So you are focusing on people in the urban and suburban areas, semi-urban areas, and then people who need affordable, convenient healthcare access. So convenient in the sense that sometimes you're working a 9 to 5, Monday to Saturday you're going to work, or Monday to Friday. Some people now there's healthcare leave, there's sick leave, there's HM1 and all of that. But sometimes people want something where they can just, makes it easier for them to engage. Users who rely heavily on mobile phone for daily application, that's also part of the target. The people are already on their phones. There's no need selling someone a product outside what they're already familiar with. Why not build on what they're already familiar with? Yeah. So now the brand personality is trustworthy, simple, friendly, reliable, and modern. Now the first word is very key in this brand, trustworthy. Because for people to tell you that, I have a lump that is growing in a particular area of my body, they must trust you. For people to tell you that, I've had like two operations in this region of my body, they must trust you. The trust for me, it's not just like a personality, it's everything for a brand like this. Because when it comes to health, we are very, 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 very conscious. We are very self-aware. We are very, and I'm speaking like generally now, we are very interested and we're also very skeptical at the same time. So we don't want to start telling someone that we are not sure of his capability or his credibility in the area of speaking, to say, I'm telling this person, and you're not sure if they're actually good enough to give you the solution, or if the solution that they are giving you is the right solution at that particular time. So one of the things that this brand must be able to accomplish is to look trustworthy in the eyes of their competitors, in the eyes of their target audience, and also to their competitors too. Their competitors must also look at them as, these guys, they're actually trustworthy. So simple, friendly, reliable, modern. Now their values are accessibility, so we want to be able to be accessed. That means the UI around the brand, opening the app must be easy. These are things that some people don't take as important. But yeah, when we are trying to build an app or anything, one of the things we're always very considerate is the accessibility around the app. So can someone access the app? What's the KYC process like? And stuff like that. Trust, simplicity, and care. We want to show care. and efficiency. Now, brand problem the brand solves, because it's not only enough for us to state target audience, personality, values, without also stating clearly what problem are they solving. So now this is very, very key in designing a logo, or even just coming up with ideas. Having a lot of, not so many information, but having a good enough information about the brand makes it easier for you to come up with ideas. So the brand says that many people struggle with access to healthcare quickly due to distance, cost, or time constraint. Like I mentioned, some people work in 9 to 5, and the time afforded for you to actually take care of yourself, maybe little or something. Now, Kivo helps to reduce these challenges by connecting users to care more easily. So you can just say, oh, I think I was having a pain on my back yesterday, and you go and you're able to access a GP and just explain to the GP that, oh, this is what I'm, and it's okay, this is probably what you should do, this is probably what you should do. If you still feel the pain, I think you should go to a nearest hospital and stuff like that. Just something quick, something that could remove fear. Because a lot of times when people start having certain symptoms, they go from 0 to 100. Why? Because they went on Google. I don't know if you had that experience before. Maybe you had a symptom and immediately you Googled it. You started seeing that symptom is related to probably cancer, and you just immediately, the fear, it's not even the sickness or the pain or the symptom you're having that is the problem. The fear of that symptom just goes to 100. Why? Because you're not being given proper information around what you are facing. So with this brand, they are solving the problem of just getting random information from YouTube, random information from Google, especially Google. Funny enough, people Google symptoms a lot. They Google symptoms a lot. So this is going to help to stop that, so people can access care, not just random care, but access the right kind of care. So the design objective is to make sure that we create a logo that represents modern healthcare brand that is easy to understand, trustworthy, and accessible. The logo should work across different platforms and sizes while maintaining clarity and recognition. Now, the color requirements: black background, white, full color version, typography, simple and readable fonts, easy in small size, and all of that. So the primary logo, now these are our deliverables. Primary logo, version white and black color, and one page for rationale. Now what's the success? What do we use to determine if this project is a success? So it's easy to recognize, communicate trust, and healthcare relevance. Now this is very key. Healthcare relevance, it must have a form of healthcare look in a way, not necessarily, carrying hospital to put inside the logo. Obviously, I won't do that. But yes, it works clearly in black, white, and color, looks clean and professional across all uses. Now, where do we start from? We want to debrief. You've seen what they are trying to achieve. They want to deliver healthcare services. They want to look trustworthy. They want to look simple. They want to look friendly. They want to look modern. Top of my head, I'm already knowing this is going to be a wordmark logo. So I don't know if I should begin to mind map, because I already have some ideas in mind. So before I usually go into my Illustrator, I don't know if I'm going to skip that, because I already had, as I was reading through the brief, I already had some ideas. But let me just give you a sneak into what I'm thinking about. So since they want something that has a healthcare relevance, so I don't know if you know this health cross. I don't know if that's the word. Yes, this particular thing, this health cross. Yeah. So I'm having the feeling of playing around this. So let me enter Pinterest. Since they want something that is relevant in the healthcare system, and something that someone will look at and already know that, oh yeah. Instead of building outside, why not focus on what already exists and what already works? So I just give me a moment. Let me save this. I don't know. My Pinterest is always giving me some nice stuff. So I don't want to miss it when it does amazing things like this for me. Okay, back to business. Health Cross logo. So I just want to just give myself some ideas, like what's already existing in that corridor. Health Cross logo. Okay. This is actually an interesting concept. Okay. Amazing. Okay. The idea is to just have a little inspiration. Not a little, plenty inspiration. Let me not come and sound like they have it all figured out. Plenty inspiration. Okay. I think I'm seeing some stuff that gives me some sort of ideas, obviously. Okay. And also in industries like this, there's always a law around, just making things appear simple. No, not too much. Don't do too much. Yeah, exactly. I think I like this. I like this. Okay, so in fact I'm going to steal this, but not for the reason you think I'm stealing it. I'm stealing it for the color. I like the shade of blue. So let's quickly jump on Illustrator. So we are playing with the cross, the health cross. In fact, I think I should even do a little research around the health cross. What do you guys think? We spend a lot of time there. With ChatGPT, it is going to work fast. Okay, let's see. I don't know whether I should do landscape or I should do portrait. Which one is better? Which one is better, guys? Which one is better? Let's do portraits or let's do landscape. Landscape is cute. Okay, beautiful. And since they say they want a font that is very simple, let's just type it out first. And Q. Do we do caps lock, or is a health brand you want to communicate trust at first sight? So yeah, caps lock makes a lot of sense. Nevertheless, we can still throw it on the bus much later. So Kibo, and I want to try it on. Okay. Okay, we have Kivu here. We have Kivu again. Just trying to. This is actually nice. Like this gives a human being kind of. So this is actually represent like giving like a person. I don't know if you see this, like a person like I'm going to go for this one, Jari. I'm gonna go with this. Just give me 1 minute to adjust. But that's not the main emphasis actually. Main emphasis is that I want to bring in the cross somewhere. Okay. What did I just do? Maybe I shouldn't have done that here. So we are going to duplicate this just in case it doesn't come out well. There is always a possibility that your idea doesn't come out as expected. So in cases like that, you have a backup plan. Okay. I think don't even try yourself. So this is the first of what I think it should be like, but I think the spacing is too much in between. What do you guys think? where a lot of work goes in. Okay, I think I like. Well, let me try with this other keyboard. So okay, but you notice the cross is usually of a particular kind of I think I prefer this to this. Does this communicate trust? Good question. Okay. Okay, so we have this and we have this. See how a mark can be very interesting. So twisting it like this actually turns into another idea, an idea that obviously cannot work because that gives like a danger sign. So we turn in between which one will be seen and understood faster, because we don't want to just design something that is fine. We want to design something that will be seen and understood faster by the people that we are working with. You don't have to want to spend a whole lot of money on explaining the idea and why the idea works. So I think I also like this keyword, this particular keyword. But since it is in health, we can't really play around too much. Why is it? Okay. And also the circle represents bonus, so the cross is medical. Let me just group this thing. This thing I'm doing like this. It's a little bit of punishment. So just give me 1 minute. Let me just try to play a bit. It's health, guys. It's health. So we have to give it as much integrity as possible. People are literally going to be putting their lives in the hands of people that they have never seen before. So we want to make sure that the logo is not too playful. We want to make sure that when they see it, they feel that I can trust these guys. Not just something that is aesthetically pleasing, but something that communicates trustworthy. And I feel that this other keyword would work if it was something maybe around therapy, when I mean therapy, just specifically the mind and stuff. But this is health, like the entirety of health. Child is having a reaction to something that you're not sure of, and you want to communicate with a doctor that you've never seen before. You want to be able to make sure that once you look at their logo, you believe in the fact that this doctor can do what they do. So this is not just a mark, this is actually a proof to the integrity of the doctors behind that are working with Kivo, or that Kivo are working with. So we don't want to take a risk with trying to look fancy, So we are going with this mark. And this is very interesting to see, because a lot of people would say, this is Gen Z. Yeah, there are people that are still very traditional in their thinking, and to be fair with them, it's very helpful to look at things beyond just appearing fine and all, and say, why do you look like this? It's very important we have people that still want brands to be authentic. So this is Kivo. Kivo. Just want to balance it out, make sure that we have some sort of balance through the logo. Okay, beautiful. Color. Let's go for color. Color. Yeah, I think I like it. I think I like this shade of not just like it gives health, so let's not be as if I pick the color just based on I like the color kind of vibe. It gives a health. Ooh, something is wrong. I don't know who has seen it, but I have seen it. So I just want to bring it a little closer. Let me ask why. And also I need to move. Okay. Okay. Let's make some alignment here. Okay. So I want to try something very interesting right now. Let's try. Sure. Okay. Okay, now let's add some pictures to bring it, you know, just to make it come alive a bit. Okay. Interesting. Not so fast. So there you have it. Kivo. Kivo. Should we try, you know, putting it on a lab coat using AI? Can we try that? What do you guys think? Let's try as our final. So let's export this out as Kivo. Just put some pictures. Excuse me. So let's go to ChatGPT. I need a prompt for a close-up of a lab coat showing the logo of the brand. And have and close up. Okay, I need a close-up of a female South African doctor on a lab coat. It's name right now, and this packet should be in her office. Then please make this into a more functional prompt. So I know I have a lot of typos in there. Forgive me. Forgive my typos. So we have gotten one. Now let's go to another AI, which is risk. I don't know if it's just me or I don't like. Charlie knows I don't like risk, but it's a little bit more difficult to prompt than I don't like flow. Let me know I don't like risk. It's a little bit more difficult to prompt than risk that I was using for a while. So flow kind of gives you out of what you wanted kind of vibe. Maybe it's just me that is thinking like that, but it doesn't really give me what I want. So that's why I always stay away from it for a bit. Okay, beautiful. ChatGPT has done a wonderful job. Has done an amazing job. To be very honest with you, ChatGPT has done an amazing job. So I think we are good to go. Because, but I still want pictures of the users where I can. Wow, this is actually very good. Like ChatGPT has actually surprised me. I'm sorry for looking on you guys. What's this? What's this? You see what I'm saying? But this is actually a South African doctor. So, but see the position of the logo. I said position it here. See the way to can position it. But it's not bad. It's not bad. And it's an older doctor. So let's just look at this guy. Now I want to write the rationale for the logo. So I think the rationale. Okay, I think I can speak into my ChatGPT and let me see if it will. So, hi Femi, I want to write a rationale for.
Of course, I'd be happy to help. Could you tell me a bit more about what the rationale is for? Is it for a logo, a brand strategy, a design choice? And do you have any particular ideas or themes you want to emphasize?
Okay, so it's Kivo. Kivo is a medical or is a healthcare product that focuses on delivering easy and accessible healthcare products for people in South Africa, especially people that are already familiar with using digital tools like mobile phones and stuff like that, banking apps. So the rationale is basically there's a cross inside the what's this letter O. That's just to reference healthcare relevance, because that was one of the things that they said they want to be able to do. So we didn't want to go so far. That's why we decided to go for something that just calls the attention of the users instantly once they see it, and a mark that communicates trust. So we didn't go so playful. We didn't go, we didn't do a lot of dramatic stuff, even though it's a modern brand. But considering the fact that people are going to be putting their health in the hands of people that they really don't know, when I say really don't know, that they haven't really met them before. The app is the platform for the doctors and patients to meet themselves. So we wanted to go with the logo that is clear, doesn't have any drama around it. So let me I'm going to upload the logo for you to come up, just articulate my thoughts properly. Oh, can you imagine? I was actually doing a voice chat instead of dictating. Hey, God of mercy, pity me. Wow, these are the challenges. Okay, let me try if I can dictate. Okay, hi Femi, I want you to come up with a rationale for this logo. The idea is Kivu is a brand that focuses on delivering healthcare services to people in South Africa, especially people that need accessible, trustworthy, and empathetic healthcare. So when they install the Kivu app or they go on the Kivu website, they will be able to communicate with a health practitioner that offers them guidance and help on a particular area of health, be it you're having the normal symptoms of a rash, or your medications are not working, certain things like that. But it's not necessarily going to be very in-depth stuff, yeah, but just giving you quick and easy information around your health, especially because a lot of people are googling their symptoms, and that is not very helpful, because sometimes Google gives you a general answer and they want to be able to have answers that are tailored to their symptoms. They want to be able to have someone speak to them, not just giving them research, but they want someone to speak with them, speak to them. So the logo is basically something simple, having a cross in the letter O to establish the fact that this is a healthcare brand. We didn't want to go with anything playful or too serious. We just wanted something to establish that this is involved with your health. So can you write a rationale to explain that? Just put my thoughts together. I really hope this works. I'm really praying that this works, because guys, it worked. Okay, let's go. Let's see what we have. Can you imagine? See, you are not using AI. You're really spending it. You're really. Yeah, that's exactly what I want to establish. Okay, so I'm going to say reduce by 70%, but maintain key frameworks. Now, why am I saying this? Because sometimes when you do things like this, they are always repetitive words, they are filler, not necessarily filler words, they are words that are random. So I want to, yeah. So you see what I mean? The Kivo logo was designed to reflect modern healthcare experience centered around accessibility, trust, and human connection. As a digital healthcare platform, helping people across South Africa access quick and reliable medical guidance, the identity needed to feel simple, approachable, and instantly recognizable. The wordmark approach reinforces clarity and ease of use, reflecting the brand's mission to make health support feel straightforward and accessible. The key feature of the identity is the medical cross integrated to the O, subtly establishing Kivo's connection to healthcare while maintaining a clean, contemporary look. The overall visual direction avoids overly playful, overly corporate, creating a calm and reassuring presence that communicates professionalism, care, and trust. Booyah! That's what I'm looking for, guys. So there you have it. Kivo logo is done and dusted. So I'm just going to add my rationale somewhere here, and I'm going to export. So there you have it. AI is very, very helpful in things like this. It's not perfect. Let me add that before anybody says it's a perfect product. Obviously, it's not perfect. AI is not perfect. It wasn't even created to be perfect. It was just created to give you guidance. So I need to rearrange what I have done, to bring some things to. Okay. Okay. I'm going to upload the brief just for you to give me an about the page, about the brand section, which is like going to be like 5 words ish. I think I should have that here. Just give me 1 minute. Let me look for. Okay, I've seen it. Okay, give me a 5 lines, or let me make it 7 lines about the brand. Page from this. Is stating the sources. That's the reference, like as if you're doing your final year project kind of stuff. Okay. I don't know why this Cascadan Mono just appears on, but we have to go back to Manroop. And okay, just going to make some few adjustments here. So now you may be wondering, why is South Africa a target? Because South Africa has a developed audience in terms of use of technology. Even though some people may say everybody is using technology, but some places technology has a faster adoption than the others. And that is why Kivo decided to start with South Africa. But obviously, they will expand to other regions in Africa. So there you have it. Just want to add an about the brand. And about the brand, I'm actually making a lot of mistakes in this because I'm supposed to have something like this working, helping me to. But I don't have that. My work is so funny, and even me that I'm doing it, I feel very funny because I usually have my grids that help me with, because I'm trying to save time and just wrap this up very quickly. Okay. Okay. So okay, yeah, this is the rationale. So you're gonna put it here. It's important for us to add a page where we see why this works, not just to just serve our customers or serve our audience the idea, but to tell them why it works. Okay. Sorry. Just want to give it some sort of biology vibe. You know, when you're drawing biology, so you should, draw an arrow to indicate. So the arrow is just going to say relevance. Just where I got that spelling correct. Relevance. Health relevance. I think I need to make this bigger. Okay. So I want to bring in another picture just to layer the idea. Okay. I'm not sure I have at the moment. Well, I don't think I have, but yeah, there you have it. This is Kiwo. So obviously there's going to be a mobile app, there's going to be a website. This is just to create an initial awareness. Let me ask ChatGPT any other mock-up ideas. Okay, lab coats, doctor handling tablets. Let's just do one more doctor image. Exactly what I'm looking for. A doctor with their phones. Okay. Don't know if I should make it white. Nah. Should ask you. So we have come to the end of today's episode of BTS. I hope you had a great time, not just designing a logo, but learning about what a brand like Kivo means and the importance of it in today's times and the art direction we decided to go with. Why was it important for us to go that way and on the regular? I think for me this is one of the most important parts of my work, not just coming up with a design but thinking through why does this brand matter. Why should someone think about designing for why should someone build an app like this? Why should someone start a business like this? Why are they useful in today's times? I'm just trying to play around before I export my work. So this could also be the key logo, just to give it a little more depth, considering the fact that it's a very simple logo. So we can decide to give it depth by the color we choose. So this could actually be it. I just thought of that randomly as I was trying to round up that. I know, give it a little bit more depth. So yeah, there you have it, Kivo logo. Thank you so much for joining me in this episode. See you in the next episode of Brands. I wanted to say Brands Story, but this is not Brands Story, this is behind the scenes. Have a wonderful time.